Hi, everybody. I am Stefani Dunn, and this is Joel Dunn, and we're excited to come to you just before conference. Lots of great things going to be happening. I mean, lots happening now, but I'm excited for newbies that are coming in. If you don't know us, we've been around and in the company for almost 15 years. And we got started just maybe for a little extra money, you guys. Saw the product worked. I'll make this story short. We were going through bankruptcy. Life was just hard. And so I felt depressed and wanted the product, honestly, to feel better about myself. It worked, and thought, what if I make some extra money? And I really left it at that. Like, no, nothing crazy. Joel thought, oh my gosh, we're going to be millionaires.
You're so rich.
And I still to this day just share the opportunity. Like, here's your options, you guys. You can get the product at a discount, or why not get great results and make some money along the way? And didn't realize that we were going to be in it this long. And so a lot of life has happened through 15 years, especially the company. We've seen changes. We've seen incredible. Drop a one if you guys are loving all the changes that we've seen, even just this year. Like, we have seen new branding, we have seen the app, we have seen new products and more products coming out at conference. Like, I just feel like we're on such a momentum. And so there's times in companies where you see the growth chart going back up, and that's where we're at. We're going back up, momentum, the eyes are on us. And so it's important just to really take the time to be loud and excited about what you have your hands on, because people just don't know what they have, and they're hearing it again, they're seeing it, and they're like, what is all of this? So really just wanted to jump on before conference. If you don't know, conference is Saturday, so lots of announcements. So you need a game plan for what's to come Saturday. But you can say a little bit about what I said earlier today, or you don't remember. Maybe he doesn't remember. So
I don't know which part you wanted me to say, because we've got stuff we're not supposed to talk about and something. So which one do you want me to talk about?
Okay, whatever, you can just start.
So guys, the great thing about conference is, leading into conference, you need to be louder now than you ever have been before. You need to be reaching out to people and getting them ready for what these announcements are going to be, because this product, I'm holding it up right now, but you can't see it, is going to be a huge game changer. And if you thought burn was crazy, I personally think that this will outsell burn very quickly.
I think it could be a backordered product.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I don't think corporate really knew how crazy this is going to be. So take my 15 years of sales experience with this company into consideration when I say you guys aren't ready for this.
No, I am. I'm so ready for you guys to have it. So I'm super excited with the promotions that they kind of announced today, you guys, with the Earth Day. Here's the deal. When they drop this, it is our time to reach out to people. It's starting the conversation. They're giving us everything that we need to reach out to people. And here's why. You may not get a yes or a response. They may see it and go unread, but I am telling you, that is where you're going to be able to follow up with everything that happens at conference. You are going to be so on fire for that. So for the ones that are doing a great job right now, and you're enrolling, and you've had many times of being able to follow up, this is awesome. But don't forget, you're going to want to go back to these people and offer the opportunity, or what more they have, maybe upsell them with the new products. But then if they haven't ordered, or if you've messaged, like I have so many people, it's great because I know what's coming for Saturday. I don't know, but I know, like, you guys, it's conference. It's the biggest time of the year. So we always blow up. So I want you all to be ready for that. So if you can start your list now and be ready to do that, that's what I want you to do. So try to be as consistent as you can, excited about what we have going on. And if people have ever thought about it, I mean, right now, you guys can get started for $79 a distributor kit. That's where I'm going right now, is letting people know you want to get in now before Saturday. So here's something else that, can I be just kind of transparent and real with you guys?
Put the invisible face in there.
Like,
if anyone knows what that one is.
If I can just be me, because this is really what I wanted to start the Zoom with. Oh, she got
Crystal's got it.
Invisible face. So I'm not going to lie. I struggled getting on tonight. And some of you follow me on Facebook. You've seen one of my best friends lost her husband. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. And then we get home. So we were down there until Saturday, got home and got another call that another childhood best friend losing her husband that same night. And I turned around and brought food and stuff to her the very next day. And so emotionally, I am so wore out. And I keep thinking, how am I going to show up? I don't know how to show up. But Joel said, you need to just show up. And so I'm reminding you guys tonight, like, we're going to have things that happen in this life during all these times. And it's important to just put one step in front of the other. That's all I keep telling my friends, is just one day at a time, one step in front of the other. And what I want you to see is that because of this business, it's given not only me, but so many people the ability to take time when they need it, and then they can get back in, because it's such a blessing with the financial on that end. And so if you're feeling like things have gone on in your life and you're like, how do I even continue or be excited? It's one step, one day at a time. And here's what I think of all of these things that have gone on in our life. And I'm just like, new levels, always new devils. You hear that all the time. And I'm like, I just know that we're trying to be stopped, because there is going to be so much growth and so many good things happening that the distractions are just coming. And so I'm not looking at my lashes. I'm like, I'm not even ready for conference. Oh my gosh. So you're going to get whatever you get, you're going to get me. But I just know that I want to show you that you can just show up, and that we're here cheering you on, that we're excited for you, and that you don't have to be perfect. I think that's the thing that I've learned over these years. And as a reminder again, that you just got to show up, because we don't know who needs us. I don't know who is in a situation that was like Joel and I, where we're barely getting by and we needed the extra income. And if somebody would have posted, somebody would have shared about it, it could have changed their life sooner.
Guys, here's something that I want you to understand. And I want you to think, she said, you don't know who needs this. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. You need this. Mm-hmm. And here's why. They always say that you need to dig a well before you need water. You don't know what unknown circumstance, what unknown thing is going to happen to you and your family. Something could pop up, something could arise. And is this business going to be something that is going to sustain you, that's going to allow you to have the type of freedom where when something happens to you and your family, you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress, because you already put in the well digging before you needed the water. That's why this business is so important. That's why we are so passionate about what we do, because guess what? We have options. Guess what else? We want to help you have options too. We want you to be able to take care of your family, your extended family, your best friends when something happens to them, where you don't have to go and ask your boss, is it okay if you take a week off so you can go care for a friend or a family member? You make the decision today that you are going to go all in on your business so that you can be prepared when the inevitable happens to you and those that you love.
I think you can tell Joel's passionate. I mean, that's the truth. That's who we are. And people ask me all the time, why do you do what you do? And I was reminded again, I know why I do what I do. It's clearly not about us. It's about being able to show you guys what you have the ability to do and to give back to other people, whether that's your time, making food, just sitting with them. I'm seeing so many in the comments of life's happened to you too. And I want you to know you're not alone, and that we're going to be stronger together, and that this company just rallies so hard and has each other back. And I want to thank Lachelle and Jamie and Nicole for jumping on last week and pulling it together for me when I needed someone, because that's what we do for each other. And I so appreciate that, because you just don't get that in the real world all the time. Again, we kind of saw that over this last couple of weeks of like, what a gift that you have. And that is our job, that one person matters. And man, am I excited. So how can I move on? How can I go from posting about sadness to posting about an opportunity or about the product? And I just knew I had to do it because there's one person out there. There's one more person that needs you. There's one more person that you're going to give hope to that we just don't know. And so if there's eyes on you, you need to share about what we have. That's our job. And that's the gift that we have. And I want to read you guys something. This was one of Quentin's favorite stories. And so going into this conference, I couldn't help but think, this is what I want for each of you, is this story, because it reminded me of exactly this. Is once upon a time, there was an old man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm, and he passed and found a beach littered with starfish as far as the eyes could see, stretching in both directions. Off in the distance, the old man noticed a small boy approaching. As the boy walked, he paused every so often and he grew closer. The man could see that he was occasionally bending down to pick up an object and throw it into the sea. The boy came closer still, and the man called out, "Good morning, may I ask what you are doing?" The young boy paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing a starfish into the ocean. The tide has washed them up on the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves." The youth replied, When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the water." The old man replied, "But there must be tens of thousands of starfish on the beach. I'm afraid you won't be able to make much of a difference." The boy bent down, picked up another starfish, threw it as far as he could in the ocean. Then he turned, smiled, and said, "It made a difference in that one." And I can't help but think you are going to change somebody's life because they're the one that was needed by you. And man, I was that one 15 years ago when that person shared the opportunity. And so I'm thinking maybe all this has happened. Again, I don't think things happen for a coincidence. I believe things happen in your life for reasons. And so coming into this conference, I just know that there's going to be so much impact on this, on each of you, and what your business is going to look like. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys with that. As you know, sometimes you get this is how you do the business. This is the scripts. This is, all the things that you guys want. Is how do you get distributors? How do you get customers? How do you chart? That doesn't matter unless you know why you're doing it. And so that is what I hope that this message did for you, is impact you in the way that it's impacted us. And it doesn't even need to be at Works, you guys. The friend that I have doesn't do it at Works, but she matters. And she was like, you just taking the time to come over and bring us food and be there for me. That's what matters. And so you just never know when somebody needs you in their life for something. So don't overthink this. Like, we have such an amazing opportunity. And so I want to encourage you to get that list out, make sure that you're posting, that you're sharing, because it takes a lot of time for people to see that.
And every time you look at one of those names, I want you to draw a star next to it to remind you that they're your starfish. Each one of those names, each one of those people is important, and you don't know which one of those ones needs to be thrown back into the water.
Man, I'm just excited, you guys. I know it's coming. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, this is like a sad Zoom, because I'm done with that. I'm just in a place of just so much gratitude, and I'm just so excited for what you have and all of the things. So if you're like, this is my first Zoom, oh my gosh, I don't know, I didn't know what to expect. That's okay too. Like, sometimes these are needed to get you to the core, to have you understand that we are human. We are just like you. I'm not a paid, well, although I am paid, like professional network marketer getting on here with scripts to give you this perfect speech. That's not what you get with Steph and Joel. You get down in the trenches working with you. This is what works. This is how we do it. And if you care about people and you understand that I'm not going to stop until I continue to help one more person, that's who we are. And I just want that to be my life. I want that to be what you feel is like you gave it everything you have here on this earth. And what a great thing that we get to do, right? Is to share with people and maybe have that impact, that ripple effect that you don't even know about. So that's my gift for you guys tonight is that. But where do we go from here? I'll probably give you guys 5 more minutes. So you got to post, you got to be, making that list, you got to follow up. And I'm going to give you guys something. I was getting some messages of like, how do you still be at the top after all these years? And what do you do? And I'm going to tell you this, I'm not perfect, but I know that it takes time to follow up. And so you got to be relentless. You got to be disciplined. You got to decide that you're going to do whatever it takes to get you to where you want. And your team will follow suit. Like if you're not posting, if you're not following up, guarantee your team's probably not doing that. So are you loud enough to confidently go back to your social medias, all of the platforms and go, if I have a new person come on, can they go to my page right now and copy what I've done for the last week? And your answer should be yes. If not, reevaluate this week. You have plenty of time. It's not for me to go, I'm going to, scold you because you haven't, because life happens. So it's not about the past, but I want you to go, I want to do better. I'm going to go back. I'm going to do more. And I'm going to show up for my team, for the people that haven't joined yet, so that they can see that they can do this. And so that's what I want for you is being consistent, being intentional, and execute. That's been my words all year long. You guys know that I'm not crazy TikTok reels, whatever. I just literally have massive follow-up. I use the search tab. I, let you guys know what I'm doing. There's no secret to that. So if you're like, okay, what are you doing? You can see that I've got it in my stories. I've got posts on my wall. I'm asking about the opportunity and I'm having interaction and I'm looking past memories. And you can go back and look at some of these old YouTubes that we've done, but don't overthink it. That's the one thing that I've done really well is I don't overthink and I just put the work in. So can you be successful? Absolutely. I see it over and over and over again. If you decide you're going to have the success that you want and your team's going to follow suit, because I keep seeing it over and over. And so that's super exciting. I want you guys to have so many follow-ups, such a big week. We're coming into the end of the month. Like, know where you're going. If you don't, make sure that you reach out to your upline, to the person that enrolled you, whoever that is, on charting. If you're like, I don't even know what that is, let's print that out. You can go into your app and make sure that you have a ruby, emerald, diamond chart printed, or at least you know what that is, because there's going to be things announced that I don't want you to fall back on and I want you to move forward with. So I'm super excited. I don't know if you have anything that was on your heart.
Guys,
he had a lot on his heart.
I have all sorts of stuff.
He was,
but we've got a talk that we have to do at conference. So we've got to kind of save some super cool stuff for that. So that means you need to get your ticket, get on and watch while we drop some incredible wisdom on being, I can't even tell you the title of it. So I'm just going to stop there because you need to get on and watch it.
Yeah. I think you guys just encourage me because I don't even like talking. Like this is as much like interaction as like I don't need the stage. That's not what I want at all. Oh, anyway, so just pray that I do okay. And it's the message that you guys get. Cause again, we do it for you. We want you guys to have the success and know that you can do that too. So, excited for you. Like Joel said, if you don't have a virtual ticket, make sure that you go. Wednesday's the last day to get that. That's where I learn. I love it. You never know who that person is. I could say something, but then I could see Jamie Beck's right here on my screen. So she could say the exact same thing, but you hear it different. So it's powerful when you can stay and listen and hear what the leaders are saying, because it could change your business. It's a light bulb moment that's going to happen. And I see it every single year. So, me and Joel just want to say, we love you guys so much. And we're so grateful that you're part of our lives. If we get to hug you and squeeze you in person. I can't wait to do that. And if not, hopefully soon, because then you can see we truly are just regular people that continue to show you that anything's possible.
I'll do the virtual hug emoji face.
Yeah, the little hug guy. Yeah, we need to start doing that, like whatever. I'm going to have Joel end this with prayer, because I want him to just be specific in this week and what we have with the weeks leading up to you guys. So you get to do that?
Yep. Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of world changers. I just ask that you would bless them this week, give them the strength and the power to go out and communicate with people, give them the right words to say, the right people to come in contact with, put tons of people in their path, give them favor with everyone that they come in contact with, help them to be excited and to capitalize on the amazing things that are going to be announced this weekend, so that they can be excited to go out and do incredible things for your kingdom through this business. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. One last thing. I know that was great. If anybody is having any slower than normal shipping, that's because a lot of you are buying burn. So there's a little bit slower delay on our shipping. So it's not back ordered yet. So I just want you guys to know, I'm noticing that with some orders. So if it's still coming in the window, but if somebody's wanting it a little faster, we're just upgrading them. It's a couple extra dollars to get a little bit faster shipping. So just want you guys to know that. Otherwise, you guys, Saturday, I know I'm going to see some of you guys before that, but Saturday, I'm so excited. I will see you again on Monday after all of the announcements. Have a good week, guys.
See you guys.